Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love Our Life Vlog. Today we are going to talk about Epic Universe and everything that's going on. So let's not waste any time. So come on, enjoy. So we know we are getting closer and closer to the opening of Epic Universe, still slated for 2025. And every time we talk, I feel like we're even closer, and it could end up being that it opens sooner. We don't know for sure. No one knows. We're hoping it will, but most likely I think Universal is going to stick to that 2025 date. But anyway, I wanted to share some things with you that have been updated. Thank you to BioReconstruct once again on X for all the updates and all the aerial views and everything here that you're going to see today. We have quite a few, so let's get into this right now. Now, if you'll take a look at this one, here's the aerial photo of what will be the portal of Epic Universe. This is going to be really cool and really amazing. You can see here it's combined with the rebar here. There's some wood forms that are being built up here, placed on top with a gap to be filled with concrete. So this is the main area that you're going to actually walk through when you go into the park in that area, which looks really cool and really amazing. And that is just awesome in itself. But let's keep going because we're just going to go through this like live stream style. We're just going to go through this. An aerial overview of the Epic Universe entrance. A half circle of concrete forms for the portal of the park. Center of a signature Colorado gateway. Behind the portal are concrete forms and excavation for a water feature. And then you can see the aerial view over here too as you enter the park. So so don't just take this with a grain of salt. This gives me Islands of Adventure vibes for sure. Like with all the little towers here at the front. Definitely gives me Islands of Adventure vibes, like Port of Entry, which is cool. But you know, I think everything's going to be futuristic and just kind of like constellation-like kind of thing going on there. And you can see that at the top right of the photo that they're starting to actually plant trees, which is really cool. So they're getting further and further with that as well. Here's another view of that. Which looks great. I mean, it's gonna be really cool when they're done with it. We just have so much to talk about today. An aerial look at the water features under construction at the Epic Universe front. See here, now this building over to the left is going to be a restaurant, but you can see everything that they've got there. It's actually going through and they're excavating all the things. So there's no, like in this area, there's no concrete laid down yet, but I'm sure that's going to come within the next couple of months. And you can see this too. This is from inside facing out. That's so cool. That is awesome. Very cool. And there's some more aerial views here of it as well. I mean, this is just going to be so freaking cool when they're done with it. But let's move on. Let's talk about Mario. Because Mario has quite a bit to talk about here. You can see here's an aerial photo peeking over the wall of Super Nintendo World. The portal leads to an escalator. Guests will arrive at the top for the multi-level Mushroom Kingdom. So you can kind of see here how it works. Walk through the portal, it goes up, and then you're up above here. So you're getting closer and closer. You can see over here to the top left that they're starting to form Bowser's Castle a little bit more. That's starting to come to fruition, which looks really cool. I'm really glad that they're doing that. That looks awesome. And then here, aerial look at the fabric-covered ride cars for Yoshi's Adventure. He says here, seems like they encircle the entire load and unload area under the roof at the left. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So they're going around like that. So those are the ride vehicles that are covered up, so we can't see those yet. And here's a little bit of a wider view for you to see. And you notice all the green theming that's going on right here. They're starting to actually theme that. And the Aztec kind of theming up above that, which is really awesome. I'm really glad that they're doing that. That is so cool. And then here's another aerial view here of the same Yoshi's Adventure, which looks amazing. I mean, that is so cool, man. And then you can see over here to the left too, the little pyramids that are going up over here to the left. And then over to the right, you can see they haven't put those up yet either. But, you know, we're getting really close here with everything that we have. I mean, there's just so much to go over. And I do encourage you to follow BioReconstruct on X or Twitter. Because you can see all of these and, you know, just study them for yourselves if you want to. But here is an aerial photo showing the guest entry through the portal at the top right. That's pretty cool. So this is where you're going to come out right here where the yellow is right there. So you're going to go down through where at the top of the photo, that's where you're going to walk through. Then it's going to lead you up right through here, and then you'll see everything. That is pretty cool. That is awesome. Multi-level Super Mario theming. Here's another photo here showing that. So it's going to kind of go up like that, and you go around and then walk around in the area there. The more I look at it, the smaller I think it seems. I know it's supposed to be just slightly larger than Hollywood's version, but the more I see it, the smaller it looks, especially with everything around there. Which we know in Hollywood was a really big problem of like how crowded it is, so I'm sure this is going to be super crowded. I have to wait for that expansion, I guess, but I mean, it's pretty crazy. Theming around Mount Beanpole, you can see it's starting to come down there. All the green and the dirt themed colors and stuff like that. It's really starting to come together. I mean, they're getting really close. I mean, this will all be done really soon here. It's pretty crazy. Some of these photos will probably get in Epcot, so let's ignore those if that pulls up. Aerial look at the theming of Mount Beanpole. At left, work on Bowser's Fortress, so you can see where that's starting to come together too. Just a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. Here's a better look here. Bowser's Fortress. As you can see, like, you know, the actual Bowser will be on top of that once they're finished, just like the one in Hollywood, which will be cool. That will be the entrance to the Mario Kart attraction, which they do have in Hollywood right now and Japan. But that's pretty cool. I like the look of that. I think it looks amazing. It looks like it's it almost looks like it's ready to go. Almost like it feels like it's only just a few months out, but you know, it's a little bit longer than that. And all the different aerial views here. The Donkey Kong coaster here, we can continue to see this being built up. You can see that there. It looks like the split in the track there, which is pretty amazing. And it just continues to be built up. Like everything we're talking about today is just expansions on what we talked about last time, you know. Someone just said, this is cool, I noticed the comment over here, that kiosk might be a Cranky Kong hut. That would be cool. I would love to see that. But yeah, so everything just continues to be built up. Now I did want to get to How to Train Your Dragon. You can see here also like how this just goes down and around part of the coaster there. So I mean, it's getting super close. Within 6 months, I wouldn't doubt if we see testing. Like I really wouldn't at that point. And you can see a little closer there, the hut they're talking about. I don't think that's what that's going to be. It just looks like a theming thing. And then there's the water feature here towards the middle of the photo, where you see like middle right of the photo there. So I don't think that's going to be anything you know, too crazy. Now this is what I wanted to talk about. They are now using test dummies at the How to Train Your Dragon ride. Now this one is just like a swing ride. I don't think we have a name for it yet, but you can see here they have, it's a little blurry, but you can see the test dummies that are strapped on to the ride vehicle there. There is another photo we'll pull up here in a minute that shows it a little bit better. But here is a picture of the land. It looks like the water's filled up. Now, I don't know if this was from the rain or if this is actually the actual like water that they're starting to fill up on that. Rain yesterday has provided an aerial preview of what the Bay of Islandburg will look like when it's completed. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty amazing. I'm sure that the water will be a little higher than that. Obviously, you can kind of see like at the bottom of the two standing statues there in the middle, that it looks like it'll actually come up to that because of the algae look on those. So I'm sure that the water will come up a little higher than that. But this kind of gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. And man, that is so cool. I mean, like, just to put that in perspective on its own really makes it look amazing. Like, that is so cool. I just love it. I love how it's going to look. And all the theming of it. I love Viking kind of stuff anyway, like, you know, like classic Norse mythology, stuff like that. So this so far is winning my favorite land just through pure theming. Now, is How to Train Your Dragon like my favorite thing? No, definitely not. It's probably my least favorite thing out of the whole thing on the park, like as far as the films and stuff like that. But this in itself, I mean, this is worth the whole video right here. This looks just awesome. And we still have more to talk about. So let's definitely talk about more, because this is something that I definitely want to have here for you guys and to show you guys. I had to save that image real quick because that's going to be awesome. So here's more of the test dummies here. You can see that a little bit better there. That is pretty cool. A little bit better photos, and they strapped them in. So one thing that Universal is doing for Epic Universe that we've been told is they're trying to make their rides a little more plus size friendly. And I don't know what attractions they're trying that with, but this does not look like it might be. I don't know. I mean, it very much could be, but this is just like your regular restraint. You can see the restraints there kind of look like something out of the Hulk or Velocicoaster kind of thing. Closer to the Hulk, because, you know, Velocicoaster has the, I mean, it does have a bar, it comes down and fits around your stomach, which just kind of looks like that, but it also looks like kind of more of like the Hulk restraints, like your basic roller coaster restraints. It's kind of what it looks like. And then here you can see another picture, which just is pretty sweet. More of the test dummies here. And then the red dragon here at the bottom of the photo. But that is pretty amazing. I love that. I think that's really cool, and that's done really well. Oh, look at this. We just have to talk about this real quick. This is the new area going into Epcot for the World Celebration area, and it looks just like Olaf, doesn't it? That's hilarious. Also in this photo here, you can see that they are actually in motion. Like, it looks like the ride it's not in motion, but it kind of looks like it's in motion. There was one that looked like they were laying down, but I think it's just how the ride vehicle is. It kind of looks like that. So the whole thing is like these things are going to spin, you know, like this, which is really cool, and I think will be an amazing part of this attraction. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, it's just it's kind of, I've seen these kind of rides at different places. It seems more like I don't mean this in a bad way, seems more like a carnival ride kind of thing than it is anything else. But we need to get moving on because we're already at the 13-minute mark. So let's jump ahead here. I did want to point out this real quick. There's some things that we've shown before, like all the different pieces that they're testing here, and there's something that I wanted to show you real quick here, because we want to talk about the middle of the park and what's going on there. you can see Epcot stuff that he's doing as well here, that all the new World Celebration stuff that's going up, which is going to be cool. But we don't care about Epcot today, even though it's one of my favorite parks. Okay, here we go. So here is some of the paneling that's going on in the attraction in the middle of the park. This is installed on a large dome. If you guys have seen the concept art, I will put a picture of that down below for you guys, or on the description down below for you guys to see it. You can see this starting to be built up. And here, and on this picture here, we have this. Number one is a splash pad next across the park, cross park walkway. Number two, the S curve of the fountain in the water feature. 3, cross park walkway prepared for a concrete pour. So they're getting ready to finish that up there. And number 4 is the underground circulation and filtration for all the water features through the center of the park there. So we're starting to get more and more updates here. This is only one panel that is on this attraction right now, but eventually it'll go up. And this is actually called the Celestial Carousel. And one panel is up, so we're getting closer and closer to what it looks like in the concept art. It's kind of sad, to see this all go away, but it's cool because we're going to get the actual thing of the park as well. And then aerial photo of Epic Universe between the domes and a likely barbecue restaurant down here at the bottom, which is going to be awesome. So some really cool stuff here, and here's a look at the restaurant as well. I love this. I think this is really cool. Of course, they're talking about the chimneys and stuff like that. And then 4 is a quick service window of a shop down here. This is awesome. I love the look of this. I think it's going to be really cool. It looks like a pretty large restaurant area for you just to chill in. And that's one thing that Universal definitely needs, is I feel like they don't have a lot of huge restaurants in their park, and this one looks really big. So it could just be one restaurant, it could be several restaurants in there. We don't really know for sure, but here's a better look at it here. So we're just going, man. We're just going, and you can see at the top here, number 1 at the bottom is the portal to Dark Universe. Number 2 is restaurant at the base of the in-park resort. 3 is portal to the Harry Potter related lands. Number 4, there's going to be a restaurant there. Number 5, the patterned concrete at Dual Racing Coaster entrance. You can see that that's starting to come together there as well. And then 6 is the splash pad, which looks cool. I mean, they're really building everything up here and doing it well. You can see they're continuing to work on this water feature here with the big fountain and the seats that are going to go around this. I feel like we keep talking about this and I see progress and then I don't see progress. At the same time, there's definitely progress being made. And here is a cool closer look at the portal to Dark Universe, which that was the subject of our video last time. You can see that there, which looks amazing and so cool. But we could talk about this all day. We literally could talk about this all day. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you excited for Epic Universe? What looks the most exciting for you? I'm going to have to split this video up into 2 videos because there's so much. There's still Harry Potter stuff and there's still Dark Universe stuff. So look for that a little later this week. But it's just crazy. I mean, just the progress that's being made and everything that's being done is just crazy. And I cannot wait for this to happen. I think it's going to be an amazing time as a theme park goer, as a theme park fan, and someone that's an enthusiast for theme parks. It's just an amazing time for us, and it's an amazing time for the city of Orlando and what's going to come here, and the business, the traffic, everything. I mean, Orlando's already really busy. It's just going to get way busier, and it's going to help us out in the economy here, and it's just going to be amazing. And I cannot wait for Epic Universe, and I hope you guys are ready too. If you are, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That helps us out. And also, if you would like to help us make more videos like this, please consider contributing to our Patreon. We have several different levels starting at $2 a month, and that helps us to put out better content and helps us to be able to make the videos that you guys want to see. And we're going to do a whole new thing on that very soon. Later on this week, I will release a whole new video about revamping our Patreon. So if you would like to support our channel, even if it's just as low as $2 a month, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. And remember, the road goes ever on.